Welcome back, everyone. This is Mr. Brain, your friendly neighborhood gaming dad, here with another video. And while I know I've been gone for the last few days, I did want to go over something that came up while I was gone. And that is the announcement of the new game mode that is set to launch this month. Now, it is currently June 5th, and we haven't heard anything more about it, so hopefully we'll get something either this week or next explaining what this is going to be about, but this video is going to be dedicated to what I think it will be based on how they worded it. And I have two potential options. One I hope it will be, but is less likely, and one that I think it will be, but is not something I would prefer. So let's get into it. Just read it word for word. A new cross-server game mode is set to launch in June. Survivors from other federations are about to storm your region. How battle ready are you? Share an image or GIF that showcases your unwavering determination. Blah 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 blah. So on and so forth. So this really doesn't go into too much detail about it. I think the one on Discord does a lot better of at least going more in depth. So let me change my screen over to Discord and we'll read that one as well. Okay, here in the Discord channel, you see there's a little bit more about it. And we'll just read the second paragraph primarily. It says survivors from other federations are about to storm your region, all vying for control of the coveted metropolises. That's the key word I want to focus on here. It's time to sharpen your weapons, fortify your defenses, and strategize your every move. The ultimate battle for supremacy is about to begin. Now, to explain both of my options, I'm going to use the giant map from the game in order to go over this, because I do believe that regardless of what type of event this is going to be, this is going to be on a map at the very least to the scale of the map that we currently use for the normal game, because it does include metropolises. So, switching back over to the big map, we can get an idea of what I think this map is going to be. And just like that, we're back in the main game. Let's zoom out here just a little bit and take a look at what we can see. And if you look up here in the nice little top right hand corner, we can see that this is a fairly large map. But I believe that at the very least, this is the map that they're going to use for this region versus region, simply because of the word metropolis being used in the description. So I'm going to start off with the best case scenario in my book first and go from there. So for me, the best case scenario is that this ends up being a brand new map to this scale. And I hope for this because this allows for a 6-region battle royale for the center that can happen over a long span of time. I say 6 because each of these outer regions can be inhabited by an entire region without having too much battle for resources. They can easily fit in that one region, especially the older ones that have mostly consolidated into one, maybe 2 alliances left. They'll be able to fit into each of these outer regions and be able to set up territory, gather resources safely, be able to basically build and grow in their region, and then start moving as a unit towards the center metropolis. Granted, this sounds a lot like the KVK in Rise of Kingdoms, if you all have played that game before. However, the map was slightly different for Rise of Kingdoms. I'm kind of hoping this will be the same because this does allow for a little bit of familiarity with how the game operates and how the map works. So hopefully this is what we get. Having 6 whole regions fight over a month's period of time, 2 weeks to a month, sounds ideal for me because everyone can participate without worrying about having to fight, having to constantly be on edge. If you want to stay back and farm in your region, you can stay back and farm. If you want to get out there and fight, you can go fight for these contested areas and work towards the metropolis with your entire region. That's entirely up to you. So that's what I hope it is. However, with how they worded it, I don't think that's what's going to be happening. And primarily because survivors from other federations from other federations are about to storm your region. And honestly, that worries me. I have played games before where people are allowed to invade your region and attempt to take it over. And I'll tell you right now, having another region's alliance take your metropolis and hold it for a long period of time, even if it's a week, is extremely demoralizing for the entire region. But just to go into detail, the idea is there would be one attacker and one defender. The attacking region could teleport in, set up territory, and try to take over the metropolis from the defending region. They can do this however they see fit. They come in, build territory, build to a metropolis, and hold it until the very end of the event. If they can manage to hold on to the metropolis for the last day, then all of their territory disappears except for that metropolis being owned by the other region. Now, this would likely come with some benefits such as being able to tax this region for resources or being able to control what buffs they get, that kind of thing. So, like I said, if you don't control your own titles or something like that, that's going to really demoralize a region. So I hope it doesn't end up being this, but likely with how it's worded, I am scared that that's what's going to happen. So be prepared for both options. Maybe we'll get a 6-region battle royale for the center, which would be fun over a long period of time. Or we get a one-on-one, try to take a metropolis from another region or try to defend yours. Either way, we're going to get the region versus region event that a lot of people have been asking for. I just hope it lives up to everyone's expectations. And with that, I'll try and keep this video short. I don't think there's anything else I have to talk about this. Again, thank you to everybody who stuck with me while I was gone for the last few days. It's been pretty rough, but hopefully I'm back for a significant period of time to be able to give you more content. And if you have content ideas, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you have any questions, reach out to me here, or I'm one of the moderators on the Discord channel. You can always friend me, reach out to me at any time. I'll get back to you hopefully within 24 hours. And with that, this is Mr. Brain, your friendly neighborhood gaming dad, signing off.